Whoa, what's up, folks? Anybody that was just joining Johnny and I over on Johnny's channel, you're seeing us again after a very short intermission. Yes, it was an intermission. We're here. So, a couple of things. Last year, actually, I guess it was technically this. No, it was last year. It was done because it was 2026. Last year, at the start of the year, we did this. It was the 138s and the KPicks. Unfortunately, Mrs. KPicks is not available tonight. So there's that. However, I went through and watched our video today and wrote down all of the predictions that we all had. So this is going to be fun, especially because last year, watching that back, we had some real hot takes, like crazy hot takes.
So he reminded me that I said that Patty Pimblett would only be in the top 10 if all the other top 10 fighters died. Eat my words a little bit on that one.
He's now fighting for a title. So there's
that's awesome.
That. Yeah. Just goes to show you how much can change over a year, and people's memory doesn't usually remember the crazy thoughts.
I was gonna say I was going to rewatch it just to see what we did. And I didn't, so I kind of want to be surprised if you have the results and let me know what we both what we picked. I'm gonna laugh.
It's gonna be funny.
I know a couple of them I did, but not all of them. I really don't.
Yeah, and I remember. So I didn't remember how funny it was with your wife just angering everyone in the world.
I know. I love it.
Yeah.
I have a list of everyone I picked, so I know how poorly I did, but I don't remember all the crazy stuff I said.
Oh my goodness. It was so much fun watching that back.
Islam laughing. Makayev is a hot button topic in the household, so
okay. Right on.
You remember that? Was that in the video?
I think it might have been.
We said she was like, I don't like Islam, and I'm like, do you mean the religion?
Dude, it was bad. Oh man. And then Kendra jumps in and starts hating on the French, and I'm just like, we're gonna make everybody hate us.
He was getting so mad at me during the Contender series when I kept insulting all the Canadians and the French fighters. And he's like, can you not insult all the countries?
It was wild. Okay, but here we are, right? And I think we should probably go in the same order that we did last year. And we'll go through. And I think what we'll do this time, that'll be different. We will say, I think we go who we think is going to be the champion for this coming year.
Okay.
At the end of the year. And then we go back and say, and then I'll go back and I'll say, okay, well, this is who everyone had last year.
Okay. I like that.
But I think it'd be funnier if we give our current, what
first,
we think is going to happen.
Before we say who we did. I like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's start with the women's strawweight division. Okay, I think we let Johnny start this one off. Who do you have as the women's strawweight champion at the end of 2026?
So we all know that Mackenzie Dern is the current champion, which I think that's kind of hilarious. And I'm mad. I am so mad I was this close. And I know who I picked. Yeah. I know who I picked, and I was this freaking close.
You were this freaking close.
But I'm going to have to be a square on this one for sure. I'm going Wei Li because Wei Li is better than Mackenzie Dern. And I know they're going to fight sometime. And I think Wei Li might only fight once this year. And it might be that. And then if she does fight twice, might be at the end of the year. And I just don't know anybody who can beat her in the strawweight division, honestly, except maybe Verna, that, because I said it last year, that's it. But honestly, I'm looking at the thing now, there's no really up and comer that I think that can beat her. So I got to go Wei Li. I think she's just the best strawweight right now. 100%. And she's coming back. She's coming back to strawweight. She's going to fight Dern, and she's going to win. 100% confident.
Okay. Johnny's hitting it out with 100% confident. Right.
I'm going chalk here. I'm going chalk, but
we're already going with the super confident takes. Okay. We'll go over who everybody picked in a minute. Kendra, who do you have as your women's strawweight champion at the end of 2026?
I also have Whaley, kind of the same reason. Like, I think she's gonna come back. I think she's just gonna smash Mackenzie Dern.
Mhm.
We'll just start off saying wild things. There's no way Mackenzie Dern wins that fight.
No.
But
I don't think so
also
anyways.
would have probably laughed at you for picking Dern last year. So what do I know?
If anybody had picked Dern last year, I would have laughed too. So
Yeah.
Oh, I would have too.
it
100%.
shows what we know.
Yeah.
Clearly nothing. Clearly we don't have a clue. So
Sure.
for 2026 for me, go figure. Zhang Wei Li is my pick as well. And here's the interesting thing, right? So we're all three picking Zhang Wei Li. Last year, so first off, I also picked Zhang Wei Li last year. She probably should have been, but she gave up her title to go up.
Yep. Unfortunate.
Kendra
But
also
she should have been. She should have been champion.
Should have been. Kendra also picked Zhang Wei Li last year. Mrs. KPicks also picked Zhang Wei Li last year. Johnny was the only differentiating pick, and he picked Virna, who was actually closer than Zhang Wei Li. Because Virna actually fought for the strawweight title more recently than Zhang Wei Li, who never lost it, which is a wild thing to say.
And I'll go on the record for Mrs. K picks on this one. I know for a fact she will pick Whaley as well. So you can throw her name on that.
There you go. We got Mrs. K picks down for Zhang Wei. So all of us.
Because she picked Whaley last year, right?
She what?
She picked Whaley last year, right?
Yeah, everybody picked Whaley except for you. You were the only one that did not.
I just went a little dark horse, and that was so close. I won't pick her this year because I don't think it's gonna happen.
No,
because I knew Verna had one shot, and that was the shot to win. And I didn't think it was gonna be against Mackenzie Dern. Obviously, I thought it was gonna be against Wei Li, but not this year. Nope.
Okay, so we're moving up to flyweight. Now, last year we had a lot of more differentiating picks here, so this is interesting. The women's flyweight division, I feel like this is going to be one we have a lot of differentiating picks again. For me, the pick is clear. I think Chevy keeps the title. Valentina is going to be the flyweight champion at the end of the year, much like she was at the end of last year. I believe she can do that again this year. Now, there are a lot more contenders. Kendra, who are you taking?
I also have Valentina. I would like to see someone else. I just feel like it's still going to be Valentina. I don't dislike her, but I'm just like, she's all right. I don't know. I'd prefer to see someone else, but I don't see who's going to beat her either.
Nope, nobody. But Johnny, I know you got somebody else. Who do you got?
Well, if you were on the stream before this one, you might have got a little bit of spoiler alert and a little bit of a teaser. I am going to go with my gal, Natalia Silva, to get this belt. Yes, she is fighting this coming week against, who is it? I forgot just right off the top. Oh, Rose. And so, I'm going to go with Natalia Silva to win this one at end of 2026. I do love me some Valentina, but I think by the time that they fight, which will probably be like September-ish, maybe July or whatever, so around there, I think Natalia will be ready. And I know she's the second favorite. I'm looking at the odds now at plus 230.
And
so,
Derek's wondering what book has those out. I believe DraftKings does.
DraftKings does, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I think
I'm looking at DraftKings right now.
BetUS probably does. Polymarket probably does. Apparently they have everything.
Yeah, I'm trying to find. I could say it later though, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Natalia. I don't remember who I think I might have picked Valentina last year if I remember correctly. But I do like but I do like Natalia this year. This is her year. I think this is the year for her she just has to win against Rose, and I think she's gonna be able. I mean, she's gonna get the title fight. I think this is a title fight no matter what. Whoever wins, it might even be Rose. If Rose wins, I think she fights Valentina. Valentina needs something new. She's already fought, she's fought Manon in 1, and Natalia's number 2, and Rose is number 6. And she beat Grasso. I think she didn't fight Aaron, right?
Valentina? No, she hasn't.
Yeah, okay. But I think Aaron and Macy need to fight first before one of them can. They have to get that fight done before they can even get a title shot. I
We'll
think
see if that
personally,
happens.
if it does, it should happen because Macy just fought and she was fine.
Isn't Macy supposed to fight Grasso? Didn't they just get that announced?
Oh, maybe. But then Aaron doesn't have anybody to fight except
She's
Manon.
not.
Oh, she fought Manon, right? Or no?
Aaron, yeah, she lost to Manon.
Well, Aaron doesn't have anybody to fight.
Nope.
So she's kind of screwed right now. That's why I said Natalia. Give me Natalia all day.
There you go. So it's funny, Johnny. And if anybody calls you inconsistent, they are a bold-faced liar because last year you also picked Natalia Silva.
Oh, son of a bitch. I thought I picked
For many of the same reasons, you also picked Natalia Silva because
okay, well, I said the same thing.
And that's
I like this better that I don't remember who I picked.
This is way funnier, actually.
Yes.
It's way funnier. Especially because when I watched this back earlier today, I realized I didn't remember who I picked for a lot of these. So that's really funny. The ones I remembered for sure were the ones I actually put bets on, and then they either cashed or didn't cash at the end of the year. But the ones I didn't remember were pretty much the rest of them. Both Mrs. KPicks and myself had Valentina Shevchenko, which means that is the first correct answer from last year. Myself and Mrs. KPicks each have 1 point. I don't know. If somebody in the chat wants to keep score, that would be amazing because that would be hilarious to like just do this as we go live, and I'll put your comment up there. And then Mrs. 138 had a wild card, and she picked Macy Barber, not knowing that Macy Barber was going to get fake boobs and have a bunch of medical problems.
I'm disappointed that I took Macy Barber's career more seriously than Macy Barber did. I've been so mad about this like all year, ever since I saw her in those stupid fake boobs. I'm like, oh.
She's been very mad about this. She has. I can attest to that.
That's so dumb. You're a professional athlete. Don't get plastic surgery.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely adds a couple pounds at least, right?
Yeah, that's why she couldn't fight Aaron. So there's that. Before we move on, I do have to actually shout a couple people out. We got 2 people in the chat, and both of which are channel members. I want to shout out Grateful Dude, channel member, fantastic guy, and Derek Izzy, channel member,
great,
fantastic guy. I want to shout them both out for that. So the 2 in the chat right now so far.
And I will go on a record again with Mrs. KPicks. She would pick Valentina. 100%.
There you go. We got Mrs. KPicks on the right side, the correct one this year.
Yeah, because
so far,
she's
though,
a huge Valentina fan. Huge Valentina fan.
Oh, me too. Chevy's. She's the best. We can move on to the women's bantamweight, and this one's a trickier one this year because there are a lot of
the injury threw a loop.
Yeah, so
and I'm a little worried.
Yeah, because that kind of just puts a lot of like, who knows what's going to happen now.
It could be crazy.
Johnny, do you have a prediction for the women's bantamweight at the end of 2026?
I do.
Who's that?
And I'm glad that Mrs. KPicks is not next to me when I say this. I'm going to go with Amanda Nunes to win.
Okay.
Originally, if they would have fought, I was going to pick Kayla Harrison. But I wasn't confident. But I feel like after this injury, I'm a little more confident now on the other side. And I feel like whenever this fight happens, because they're postponing the fight, they're not going to like Nunes isn't fighting anybody else. She's going to fight Kayla whenever she's ready. So that's probably going to be what? June, July, maybe the White House card.
That's what they were talking about, but that's quick turnaround for neck surgery.
Yeah. So I guess it really just depends on Kayla and her recovery. Either way, I feel like this fight will happen sometime this year, whether it's in the middle or later part of it. And I think that's going to be the only fight from either one. The only thing that does scare me with my Nunes pick here is if she does win it, is she retires right away. And I'm like, no.
Yeah, that's possible.
I'm gonna take a stab though. I'm gonna go with Nunes to be the champion. And it sucks because I did like Kayla, but I'm just worried about that neck surgery and whether she's going to be 100% by the time she comes back. Maybe she rushes a little bit too much. Maybe she won't be ready 100%. But yeah, Effie even said it. That's what I'm worried about. But I'm taking a shot because if Nunes wins and then they have to do a freaking interim thing, it's going to be like Pena versus freaking Dumont.
Yeah.
And it's boring. Like Nunes needs to defend it once and then retire. Like, come on, Nunes, just hear me out, just so I
Hear
can
me
win
out.
this one.
Hear Johnny out.
Give me Nunes. Not confident, but I'm a little more confident.
Okay.
Doesn't make sense, but it makes sense in my head.
Okay. I don't hate it. Mrs. 138. What do you have?
I also have Nunes.
There we go.
I think, you know what? I think she'll be like, I've had enough of the retired life. What else am I really doing? Maybe she'll stick around for a couple fights.
Okay.
But
I'm hoping at least one.
Yeah. I just feel
After.
like if Nunes wants to be champ, she's going to be champ. I don't think anyone can beat her.
So I echo that sentiment. I was going to pick Nunes on this coming card. It would have been my 6th underdog for the card, Johnny, if you didn't know.
Oh, okay.
I was going to pick Nunes to knock out Kayla Harrison because you know what? I don't think that there's any amount of training or any amount of layoff that can bridge the gap in the striking between Kayla Harrison and Amanda Nunes.
100%.
I also think that Amanda Nunes' grappling is, as far as MMA terms go, pretty close to Kayla Harrison's, if not even better for MMA. Like whoever got on top would have the advantage in the grappling. And in the striking, it's not competitive. So I was on Amanda Nunes last year. I'm going to spoil that right now because we're going to go into that next. And I got that one wrong. I'm on her again this year for similar reasons, right? Because she's the best at what she does. I thought she was going to return last year. I was wrong. Everybody else, Mrs. 138, Mr. and Mrs. KPicks, you guys were all correct with Kayla Harrison. So if we're keeping score, which we absolutely are, that's 1 point for Mr. 138, 1 point for Mrs. 138, 1 point for Mr. KPicks, and 2 points for Mrs. KPicks already. Girl got 2 points already. She couldn't even show up to claim her award.
I'm going to let her know that she's been. We'll see what happens at the end, but I'm going to let her know. And I'm like, you should just.
If she wins,
you were champion.
I don't remember who everyone picked, but I kind of had a feeling that she was going to win because I know I have a pretty good idea of who we picked. And I remember a lot of your picks were wild.
I picked some wild cards, so I'm a little worried.
We'll get to some of those pretty soon. Johnny picked some crazy ones.
I will go on the record as well again here for Mrs. KPicks. I know she would pick Kayla Harrison to be the champion.
Okay.
She's a big fan of Kayla Harrison as well.
I mean, I like Kayla Harrison as well. I just don't think she can beat Nunes, but that's good.
I like that Kayla Harrison is like hanging in there for the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't. I don't know.
The injury messed things up. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
it really changed who I probably would have picked.
Neck injuries are tough, man,
and that's what I'm scared about. That's why I'm picking Nunes. But I know Mrs. K would be like, I don't care. We're going Kayla because she's the man. Okay. Well, not a man, but you know what I mean.
Well, that puts us at flyweight. And this one is interesting because we all thought we had this one locked down last year. And I won't tell you who we had, but
I know who I had.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. So
I should have had it.
So I'm on this one first. And my thought this year is that there are a lot of really viable contenders for the title.
More so than last year, for sure.
Right. And I've gone back and forth between about 3 of them. There are 3 that I think are real possibilities.
I could say 4, but probably.
There's more that could win it, but there's 3 that I've gone back and forth on for real possibilities. And I think the one I'm going to pick this year, and this is going to be tough because, like,
you know who?
There's a part of me that really thinks Pantoja comes back and gets his title. But there's a part of me that thinks that maybe it's just not going to quite happen like that. And I'm going to take Horiguchi to get the title. Koji Horiguchi is going to be my choice for the champion because, by golly, that guy is darn good. Wild. I remember they gave me him as an underdog against Tagiru Ulanbekov, and I thought people were stupid.
He is plus 800, sir.
He is a very live opportunity to win that championship. Very.
I wasn't thinking of him being in the top 4 that I like, but I mean, it is an opportunity for sure. He's got a chance.
One person who has beaten him at flyweight, one, and that's Demetrius Johnson. That's it. All of his other losses are at bantamweight. But that's my take. Mrs. 138, what do you have for the flyweight champion going into 2020 or at the end of 2026?
I'm going Pantoja. I think he comes back. I think an elbow dislocation is recoverable from.
Absolutely.
I'm not a doctor. I don't know, but I think he's going to come back.
If anyone can do it, it's him.
Yeah.
Okay. Johnny, what about you, brother?
I gotta go with my dude, my second dude, I should say, which is Pantoja, and he's getting a title fight when he's ready.
Yeah.
It might not be the next title fight. It might be Van versus Cape, might be Van versus Tyara, whatever they decide. But for a fact, whoever wins between those two, Pantoja will be fighting them, and I love it. I don't care. Pantoja is the best right now.
He is.
That fight probably won't happen until, I would say, middle of the year at least, or at the soonest. He'll probably, if he does win that fight in the middle of the year, he'll probably fight one more time. And I still think he can beat Cape. I think he can beat Tyara, whoever it's going to be that he beats. He's going to be two of these three guys. So give me Pantoja, and I'm confident.
I absolutely think Pantoja can beat anybody in this division. However, I don't know that it's going to line up just right like that. I think what's going to happen is the timeline isn't going to work out for him. And I think that's what's going to cause him to not get to fight this year. But that's just my little,
Well, I can see. Okay, so Van didn't take any damage at all, obviously. No. He should be able to fight within the next, 2 or 3 months.
Yeah, but nothing's
he should be though. Right, I'm thinking maybe probably not. I know nothing's booked yet, but maybe April. Because I think so. If that fight happens, he give him like 6 months. Pantoja will be ready by then. Maybe Pantoja only has to fight whoever wins between that fight, whatever the fight's going to be, and then if he wins the belt, I mean that's an easy win.
Unless we get either way decision, we get
either way. Pantoja is going to fight for the belt in his next fight, and that's what I'm banking on. That's why I like it, because he's gonna beat whoever it's gonna be. I don't care. I'm that confident.
He probably
I don't care.
will.
I do not care. He could fight Cape and Tyra the same night, not the same time, but the same night, and I think he wins.
I think he beats
both of them.
Yes, absolutely. I agree. He beats both of them. I think the toughest fight for him is Horiguchi.
Probably, but I just don't
Josh Van.
Like Horiguchi's going to need to he's going to have to fight 3 times.
Horiguchi, he fights 2 weeks from Saturday.
Who's he fighting though?
Who they got him booked against? I just took the notes on it.
I didn't know.
I'm drawing a blank. I literally just wrote the notes on it.
Is it Abazi?
Yes. Yeah, he's probably going to run through Albazi.
So, yeah. So he needs to win there. He needs to fight either like Royval something, and then he might need to fight 3 times before he even gets a chance.
If he finishes Albazi as impressively as he finished Tagir Ulanbekov, a dude's getting a title shot pretty quick. He ran through Ulanbekov.
Okay.
Ulanbekov was the favorite.
Okay. Now that you say that, I'm bringing it all in. This is how Horiguchi gets a chance at the title. He needs to finish Albazi or at least win dominantly.
Clearly.
Pantoja comes back, is the champion, and wins. That's the fight to make.
That would be great, especially because they're training partners. That'd be good.
And I think there's a little thing, and it might be at the end of the year, but it might not be depending on when this Pantoja fight happens, because that's the first stepping stone that needs to happen before Horiguchi can jump in before Tyara and Cape even. Because I'm wondering who's going to get the fight with Van though. That's the question.
I think they're leaning Tyra, but I think they're keeping their options open. And I think if Horiguchi wins impressively over Albazi, he might jump. He
can jump, yeah. But I think it's only against Pantoja though.
Maybe
I think that's the fight they want to make because they have UFC a little.
Japan. Yeah. So having a Japanese fighter fighting for it would be great, and that's
there's Tyra as well. So
right, that's what I'm saying.
You got 2 chances.
Horiguchi or Tyra.
I mean, that'd be a good fight too. Before her, if let's say they give it to Cape,
they aren't giving
Cape and Van. Give and Horiguchi looks good against Albazi. Tyra versus Horiguchi in UFC Japan. That'd be awesome.
That'd be crazy. That'd be insane.
That's the fight to make though. for if they want to go to UFC Japan, though.
Yeah, they seems like they want to, but who knows if they will.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what's interesting is last year, this is one of the few picks we agreed on across the board. Every single one of us, all four of us, we all had Pantoja. And all of us were wrong. Joshua Van wins. Joshua Van is the champ.
Disgusting.
Yeah, we were all so wrong. So that's interesting. But we can now move to the men's bantamweight, right? Men's bantamweight is a championship that changed hands towards the end of the year. So that was an interesting one.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny's up first. Who do you got?
This is interesting. There are a couple fighters that I'm like debating. I was debating a little bit back and forth. I know we kind of talked about it on the other stream, little spoiler alert. We were talking about someone, and I think that's the person I'm going to go with. And I can't remember if I picked him last year. I kind of want to say I did. Maybe I didn't though. I'm just trying to remember it. That's just what I'm trying to remember. But I'm going to go with Umar. I know it might not be the sexiest pick, but I just think I think if we were, like I said, we were talking about it. If Umar fights Merab again, I think it'll look different than last time. The real test would be Umar versus Jan. I think that'll be a great fight. I think that's a 50-50 fight, but I'm just going to take a shot on Umar. I think I picked him last year, and I'm going to do it again. I could be wrong, but I'm going to do it.
Okay. So Johnny's on Umar. Mrs. 138, what do you have?
I'm gonna go O'Malley. You know,
Okay.
Sugar Show.
Yeah, we're just
Getting the belt back.
Yeah, I've really warmed up to O'Malley. I used to not like him so much, but most of the time he's funny now.
He is funny, that is for sure. I do think he's hilarious, actually. I think O'Malley's humor gets missed by a lot of people because he's not loud about his humor. He's quiet and he'll just say something kind of under his breath sometimes. But when you catch what he said, you're like, oh, dude, that was actually solid. I wish you would have spoke up a little bit right there. That was funny.
Yeah.
But so yeah. I agree with Johnny though. I'm taking Umar. I think Umar gets it done. I think it's funny. This is actually the
plus 250. He's plus 250.
This is the part of the video last year where your wife just went off the handles and just started angering entire nations and religions. So that was hilarious. So let's go over what we all had last year. And it's funny because Mrs. KPicks had Merab, and she came close. She was this freaking close to being right.
She picked Merab?
She picked Merab.
I thought she was... That's shocking to me. I mean, not really shocking, but I really thought she would have picked Piotr Jan because she's a really big Piotr Jan fan.
Nope, she picked Merab, and everybody else picked Umar.
Mm-hmm.
And she looked like she had it right. Merab had won 3 freaking title fights that year.
She's on a roll.
But then he lost to Jan, and nobody had Jan.
No.
So let's take a recap here. Okay, so far. So nobody got the bantamweights or flyweights right. The only picks we've gotten right so far have been the women's picks. Mrs. KPicks has 2 correct. The rest of us have 1 correct. Oh,
well, the funny thing about her picks as well is, we all picked Pantoja, which that was super close. She picked Merab, super close. Who else did she pick that was super close in the women's?
Waitley.
Yeah.
She was really close there. She got Chevy right, and she got Harrison right.
If Whaley didn't move up,
yeah,
she would we all would have.
Dude, she
points up, but she would right now, killing it for her. I'd be like, man, I'm pretty freaking close if I had those picks, but.
When they announced that, I was like, no, that was one of the few I had right. She didn't even lose; she's just moving.
I know.
Yeah.
That's the crappy part about it.
Okay, so we can move up to the featherweight division. Now, this one was one that was interesting. We were split 2-2 last year. I'm not going to say who. I'm not going to say what we had. We were split 2-2 last year. Now, it's me first, I guess, on this one. Because Johnny went first last time. So it's me first.
I'm trying to remember who I picked, and I kind of think I remember, but I could be wrong.
So for this year, I'm torn because I want to say Volkanovski, but I also know that he could retire anytime. And a year is a long time, especially when you start getting into the other weight classes. And it's just funny to see how like wildly different things are than what we thought. I still think I'm going to go with Volkanovski. I think he's going to hang on for a year and somehow still be the champion. And everybody's going to be like, what is going on here? How is this old man Volk, still champ? I
So
think he's going to do it. So
you
I'm going to
think-
go with Volk, and I might be totally wrong, and I wouldn't be surprised if he just retires. So
okay. I'll wait until everyone picks, and I'll talk this out with you.
okay.
While
Mrs.
I'm-
138
I
is
have
next.
to look. I've like changed my picks throughout the day. I'm going with Evilov. Mostly because I think Volk might retire.
She's got Movzar.
He's
Okay.
getting old. He's had a couple bad losses with the Makachev and Topuria. So I don't know. I don't know if I see him sticking around the whole year. I would like to. I like Volk, but I don't know.
Okay. So we got two differing picks so far. Johnny, what about you?
I think there's really only 3 viable options. Volkanovski, obviously. I think Masvidal is an option as well, and I think there's one more. And I think it's Diego Lopez, and that's who I'm going to go with. Actually,
Okay.
I think he actually beats Volkanovski this time. This is a spoiler alert for the next time they fight coming up here soon. It was a close fight. Obviously, Volkanovski I thought did win.
I think Volk won like 4-1.
Yeah. But it was a close competitive fight. Like, you know, you just knew the rounds who won. Like it wasn't like a blowout.
Correct.
But I think it'll be different this time. And again, like you said, I'm not sure if Volkanovski, whether he wins or loses, is going to stick around in the UFC for too much longer. He could, but that's the worry for this pick. So I'm going to go with Lopez because if he does lose again, in some weird way, there might be a slim chance for him to get a late fight in December against either Masvidal or maybe a Lerone Murphy, like the champion. Like I'm just throwing that out there. There's really nobody I think that could, or maybe even Arnold Allen. Maybe Arnold Allen could get in there, but I don't think so.
Doubtful. I hope he won't fight enough.
Yeah.
He's not active enough.
True. So Lopez is, I think, I'm just going to go with him. I'm going to rock it out and see what happens. But a worry for me with my Lopez pick as well, I'll throw this out there, is he's active. So he's going to fight like 3 times probably, like including this next fight. So he's got 2. If he wins against Volkanovski, he'll probably defend the belt twice. So I will be a little worried, but I like it.
So it's funny. This one, when we picked last year, nobody got it right.
Someone was in the division that they're not in now.
Exactly. And
that's
it's funny
the problem.
because we actually were split by household here. Because the KPicks both had one Ilia Topuria as the champion at the end of the year for featherweight. Well, he's not because he moved up. Now, if you watched back our previous predictions, the 138s both had Diego Lopez. I picked Diego Lopez because I thought Ilia was going to be a man of his word and move up in division. I was correct about that. I was not correct about Diego Lopez winning the title.
Yeah. Mrs.
138 said she picked Diego Lopez because he was going to knock out Ilia Topuria.
For sure.
They didn't ever fight.
Unfortunately, it didn't happen.
Maybe he would. Like, we don't know.
Maybe.
Probably not. I've since changed my tune, and I think that Ilia is
the real deal.
The only person beating Ilia anytime would be Islam, and that's not going to ever happen now. So they're not going to fight. So that's crazy. Yeah. So we were both on Lopez and wrong. You guys were both on Ilia Topuria, and it was another situation where the dude vacated. Otherwise, he'd probably be the champion. Again.
This is KPicks. Super close.
Yeah. It's one of them things, you know? It's one of them things. Mm-hmm. All right. So we got
as I was talking and we were talking about the featherweight, I'm like, I know who I picked. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yep. We got Patrick jumping in here. What's up? Hey, just finished my he's finished my 324 video and he appreciates the underdog picks. Hey, there you go. Hopefully we can hit a
Look at
couple of them.
that. Look
We
at
don't
that.
have to hit all of them. We just got to hit a couple. And darn it, if you remember one thing about last year for me is I hit a lot of really big underdogs. A lot of them. I also missed on a lot of really big underdogs, but I hope you don't remember that.
Well, I mean, if you're hitting on a lot of your underdogs, like you're doing good, dude.
So I was one of the only, not one of the only, I'm sure other people had him, but like I was one of the few people that picked RDR to beat Bo Nickel, and everybody was making fun of me for that one. I was one of the few people that picked Alonzo Menafield to beat Omar Sy, or Omar C, however you say it. I got that one. I mean, there was so many. I mean, I can't remember them all off the top of my head. I remember like a bunch of just like big underdogs, just like that I was hitting. But I also got a lot of big underdogs way wrong. Like I also think I picked Juliana Pena to beat Kayla Harrison, and that was the dumbest thing I could have done. So if you will, one thing about me last year is I hit a bunch of big underdogs and I missed just as many. So it's okay.
If I had to pick for Mrs. K picks for this one, she would probably pick Volkanovski.
Okay.
She's a big fan of Volkanovski.
You actually gave her a hard time last year because she didn't pick Volk.
I know. And I'm shocked. Actually.
And that was her boy.
I was actually shocked. I'm like, are you sure? Like you do know Volkanovski's in this like division, right? Like she's all about Volkanovski. So
I would pick Volkanovski if he like told me that he was planning to
me too.
Retire. I mean, unfortunately, he will not text me, so I don't know.
Yeah, we need his word. Like we can't just go based on what he says on Errol Hawani's show. We need like his word first.
I'm just scared he's 1 foot out the door.
He doesn't seem like it though.
I think he kind of is though.
You think?
Yeah.
I really don't think he is.
He's not fighting as much. He's kind of doing more YouTube and all that stuff now, or whatever he's doing. And I mean, I'm not saying he's like not training or anything. I'm sure he's doing that, but like I just feel like
train all the time.
Yeah, I just feel like he's got a lot of other stuff going on, and maybe he's not 100% in. Maybe he's only like 80. But he's still a competitor. He doesn't want to lose, or doesn't think he's going to lose. He still can compete. But I just feel like if he loses, I don't know what'll happen. Like that's what scares me.
There you go. Okay. Well, you think he's partly out, but it is what it is. We got Steven's picks.
We'll say half a step out. Half.
Okay, half step. We got Steven's picks. What's up, dude? He says, like and subscribe, everyone. I do appreciate if you hit that like button. That'd be fantastic. Says, sup, guys, and Mrs. 138. Steven's Picks is a friend of the channel, and I know he's starting or just started his YouTube channel. I think he's about to start his YouTube channel. He's got Instagram, but he's about to start his YouTube channel this year. He just got his equipment for it. We were just talking about it. He was on the channel on one of the panels last year. Dude's great. So when he does get that channel up and running, make sure you guys go check him out, all right?
Hell yeah, man. Let's go.
Okay, so this next one, we're moving on to lightweight. Now, this one's tricky because there's a lot of stuff going on in the division. Let's see. The first person to go would be Johnny now. Johnny, it's back on you.
I know who I picked last year. And you know what? I'm not even mad about it. I'm really not, because I had a shot.
I don't know about that.
I mean, he was there. Let's put it that way. So I was close.
Okay.
Maybe I didn't pick the right guy.
I mean, I guess he technically fought.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he was in the championship fight.
That's true.
But he just didn't win.
Not even close.
I'm close.
Close in the sense that he was in the fight. Not close in the sense that it was a competitive fight in any way.
Yeah. So this hurts. It really hurts my heart to say this. And the only reason why I'm not picking him, my dude, is because I seen it live.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it again. I really don't. He doesn't need to fight for the belt. He needs awesome fights, like the Max Holloway fight.
That's a good fight.
I love that fight. Fantastic. Let's do those fights for him now. Anyways, let's move on to my pick. I'm picking Ilya. He's the best lightweight, 100%. Now, Armin could potentially give him a little bit of trouble. I just think Ilya is a way better striker. And, the wrestling and grappling might be on par with, I don't really know who's better because I have to see it. but I know for a fact who's a better striker, and that's Ilya. So I know he's going through a lot of stuff right now.
Yep.
Does a little worry me a little bit, but I still like Ilya to win and keep the belt. Whoever he fights, which is going to be one of these Patty and Gaethje. Which
Most likely that's going to be who he fights next. Yeah.
I know who's going to win that fight. Go ahead.
Well, and this is 138. What do you have for this one? Who is your lightweight champion at the end of 2026?
Yeah, I'm going to Poirier. I kind of think his issues are going to work to his advantage in this case because I think he's just going to fight once in the last half of the year.
Good, yeah.
Win that, and then that's the only defense he's going to do. Yeah, I am picking Patty over Gaethje though, even though last year I said that Patty would only be in the top 10.
Smart.
All the other
Smart.
top 10 fighters went off a cliff.
Smart.
Isn't it funny how much difference a year makes? It is funny.
Okay, so back in the day when I was doing a lot of YouTube, I don't do it too much anymore. I used to do like prospect videos at the beginning of the year, and like, you know, whoever like just started in the UFC, like they only maybe had like 2 or 3 fights in the UFC at the most. Like, and everybody hated Patty. And I was like, listen, I get it, but he's a dark horse to be in the top 10. And sure shit, look at him. I mean, it took years, but it did it.
Interim title right around the corner, you know?
Yeah.
Well, he started taking it more seriously too. He stopped just like getting fat between every fight.
Yeah.
He still bulks, he like still gets chunky, but it's not like he was before.
And I remember in my video, I'm like, you have to, like, as much as like I might not like Patty at the time and nobody does, I was like, dude, like his grappling is insane. Like you cannot say he does not have great grappling because it's probably one of the best in the lightweight, other than Oliveira, obviously. But like it's really freaking good. And I that's what I held my hat on. I'm like that, like you have to give him credit. His striking isn't there yet, but over time it could get there. And look at him now. Like shit, he might be the interim champion.
Well, Johnny, I appreciate the segue because here's the thing. I don't think that Ilya is going to resolve his personal stuff going on. And I think it's going to drag on a whole lot longer than he expects. And the UFC is going to say, you know what? By golly, Patty, you're the UFC champion. Here you go. Here you go, kid. We need somebody to defend the title, and we can't have you defend in this interim.
It's going to be.
There you go, bud. Then. I'm going to take Patty to get it because Ilya sits out. Now, I think if Ilya fought Patty, he probably beats him up. I think he probably knocks him out and proves that Scousers can get knocked out because Ilya Topuria seems like he could knock out anybody in the world. With that said, I don't think he's going to get a fight this year. I don't think Ilya is going to end up fighting in 2026. It's going to be unfortunate, but I think that we're going to get Patty as the champion because of it. And that's a wild take, but man, divorces can be messy. And
can I just throw this out there?
You can throw anything you want.
If you're, and I'm not saying it's a bad take. If your take is correct, don't you think they'll make Patty fight somebody else?
Yeah, sure. They'll make him fight somebody else.
And who do you think it'll be, though?
Who knows? But I mean, he can beat most of them. He's good, dude.
Well, it's either going to be Armin or the winner of Oliveira or Holloway.
Armin, the dude's a helmet. Come on now. But I don't know that they ever give Armin a title shot, honestly.
So, okay. Now you're going to make me switch my pick.
Yo, really? Okay.
I would just like to say that I think if Topuria and Patty fight, Topuria is not.
Because there is a...
I think
there's a path.
You don't think he'll knock him out?
I don't think he'll knock him out.
Ooh.
No, I think it'll just go to decision.
Interesting.
Like, I think Patty will lose badly, but I don't think he'll get knocked out. Scousers don't get knocked out.
There you go. We got another hot take. I love this. I can't wait to watch this again at the end of this year.
But with your hot take, there's a path to victory for Oliveira to potentially.
Oh, get out of here. If Oliveira's not going to be champion.
I would love that. I love
if he wins against Holloway, Patty is the undisputed because Ilya can't fight. Oliveira versus Patty, it will be an amazing fight.
It'll be a great fight.
You're picking Oliveira over Holloway?
Yeah. Yeah.
I like both of them, but I would
not even thinking of twice about that.
Okay.
All day.
Okay. Okay.
Spoiler alert.
Interesting.
No, I'm gonna stick with Ilya though.
Okay.
But but I like your hot take because there is a small path to victory for Oliveira to maybe be the fucking champion again. That'd be wild.
That would be wild. I think Patty honestly could end up champion just because Ilya doesn't fight, is my thought. But
no, he could. But I think if that happens, he has to fight one more time at least in the year.
Yeah, and I think he can do it. I think he can
But it's
probably
going to
win
be
it.
against Armin or Oliveira.
I don't know
or
that they
Holloway.
ever give Armin a title shot.
Well, then
I
it
really
has to be the
don't.
winner of Holloway and Oliveira. It
And I
has to
think
be.
he's got
There's
a
no
real shot at beating any of them.
I think Toporia's going to have to fight because he's going to need money.
That's
Maybe.
But then again, maybe he'll do poorly. And he's just
Oh,
if it's like who's that one girl who's got
Andrade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When she just kept taking fights and losing because she needed money for a divorce.
Mm.
That was rough.
Yo, what if Ilya has like an Andrade level downfall because of the divorce? That'd be crazy. I hope not, but that
wasn't Andrade's significant other like stealing money from her or something or whatever?
Yeah, like and then like the divorce, and then she had to go to court over it, and it was like a
Yeah.
long, lengthy battle. Yeah, dude. Hopefully
Maybe
that's
that's
not what happens
stealing.
to
I'll just say taking.
Right. Yeah, whatever you want to call it. But
Whatever.
either way, we can talk about who we had here in just a second. But shout out to Daz.
I know who
Shout
I
out to
had, okay?
circumstances. And
I don't want to talk about it.
we got to talk about who we had. Okay. So lightweight last year. I've got to tell you guys that again,
Nobody got
none
it.
of us got this right.
Mm.
The 138 household was on the same page. We were both under the impression that Islam was not going to move up to welterweight until 2026. And we both had Islam Makhachev as the champion of lightweight.
That was smart pick.
Would have been, but he's not because he vacated his title. Mr. KPicks had his boy Charlie Olives.
Hey, it was a heart pick. It was a heart pick. I was this close. I was closer than you guys.
Mrs.
Were you?
KPicks.
Were
Maybe.
you closer?
Islam never lost that title.
Well,
Still.
Well,
Mrs. KPicks.
we were both close. Okay.
Kind of got screwed by Armin botching his chance. I mean, sure, he probably would have lost.
She
to
picked
Islam.
Armin?
She picked Armin Sarukian.
Wow.
The helmet.
Wow.
Armin the Helmet Sarukian is who she picked. I hope that should be his fighter name.
To be
I knew
fair,
she had Makachev, but I didn't know who she picked.
no,
Yeah, 'cause she doesn't like the
she would never pick Islam.
No.
She doesn't like the Russian fighters or the Russian.
She doesn't like Habib's team.
Yeah.
Or Islam.
Habibis. She was making everybody
just
so
in
mad. That's great.
general. Just in
She's so
general. Anyways.
Yeah.
But no, she did get kind of screwed though, because Armin's an idiot.
Yeah. And now
Because Armin should have fought for the belt last year at least once. At some point.
I think he would have lost to Islam, but
Probably.
at the same time,
He should have had like at least an attempt.
Mm-hmm. But we never got the chance. Never did. Do you know who she would have picked this year?
For lightweight?
Yeah.
She'd probably pick Ilya. Honestly.
Okay.
Because she picked Ilya for featherweight. I think
yeah.
she'd pick her for sure. Which one do I think flyweight. She'd probably go with Pantoja too, because I'm all about Pantoja.
Right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I think that's the only one I didn't say who she would pick was that one.
I think it was too. Okay, now we're up to welterweight. And I believe I've got to start this one off. And I don't feel like there's any question. I'm picking Islam Makhachev. He's the best fighter on the planet right now.
Would.
He's the best fighter on the planet right now. Like, he's better than anybody. If there is somebody better, they're not in the UFC, and I've never seen them.
Can I just say this before we continue?
Sure.
I do not like the rest of the way.
Yeah, it gets real tricky after this point.
These are where some hot takes are going to be happening, just so you know. So,
I agree.
Like, I've been really chalky with my picks, kind of these, but not these coming up. I just want to let you know, like, the rest of the way might be a little dicey. So,
Well, I can tell you, as long as Islam doesn't retire or move up to 185, which I don't think he will, as long as he doesn't retire, he's going to be champion at the end of the year, and I feel pretty good about that.
does he have a scheduled fight yet?
No, not yet. They'll probably do it.
He's only going to fight once.
He'll fight twice.
I don't believe it.
Almost guaranteed he'll fight twice.
Okay. If you're guaranteeing twice, then
Well, because he's going to fight right
I'll keep
after
my hot
Ramadan.
take.
Like shortly after Ramadan, he'll fight.
When is
and he'll
that
fight
till?
again at the
Like
end of the year.
April?
Yeah, something like that. Around April time. He'll fight in April or May, and then he'll fight, or it's like somewhere around there, and then he'll fight again
And then
towards the end of
November, December. Okay. That makes sense. All right.
What do you got, Mrs. 138?
I also have Makachev. You know, I thought about picking Shavkat because I did for 2024 and 2025 just keep the tradition alive, but I'll stop doing that.
Yeah, Shavkat did a really good job of not fighting a single time in 2025.
He got injured when he was about ready to fight. He got injured and he was out for the rest of the year.
Pretty soon, people are just going to forget that guy's even on a. He'll be like, oh gosh, who was that guy? Oh man, now I'm drawing a blank. Really good wrestler, just kind of dropped. Gregor Gillespie. Just
Connor.
off the face of the planet.
Gillespie,
Everybody's
right?
like, he's still under contract.
Oh, it is Gregory. You're right.
Yeah, Gregor's still under contract.
I think so, but
I'm pretty sure he is. But anyway, 2 of them for Islam. What do you got, Johnny?
All right, this is gonna be the hot take. Like I said, Islam's good. I just feel like it's just a boring pick. We got to spice things up a little bit. It could be, but I feel like there's a demon on his way up that not a lot of people can handle, and it's going to be a little name called Michael Morales. You know what? I'm going to give it a shot. Why not? Because yeah, he's not going to be fighting for the belt next. He's going to have to fight one more fight sometime soon and then potentially jump over maybe a couple people. But I feel like if he wins in convincing fashion against maybe like a Ian Gary or a Jack Della, he gets that shot. And I think he can. He's explosive. He's strong. And I think he can keep it on the feet. And if he keeps it on the feet against Islam, I like his chances.
Nah, Islam beats him up on the feet.
Nope. Give me Michael Morales. That is my wild card for the welterweight division because I don't want to pick chalk on this one.
Okay.
Because honestly, I don't like Gary to beat Shavkat, or not Shavkat, sorry. Well, I don't like him to beat Shavkat, actually. I meant to say Makhachev. I don't like him to beat Makhachev, and I don't like Jack can't beat him.
No, we saw that one play out.
And I don't trust Shavkat with his injuries. He hasn't fought in like 2 years.
Yeah.
There's no way he's gonna win the belt. So
people
at least this
about
year,
him like he gets a title shot when he comes back. And I'm
he ain't getting a title shot. He has to fight
the last fight.
He has to fight. He might have to fight Michael Morales. And I'll love that for Michael Morales because he hasn't fought in 2.5 years. So yeah, give me Morales. I think he's got a pretty decent underdog shot, at least to make it to the title fight. He might not win it, but that's what Gam 1's about. You gotta roll the dice. I was close against Verna, and she was like plus 600. Ugh, pisses me off.
There you go, Johnny. Are you the type of guy that'll like hit on a soft 17 when you're playing blackjack? Do you like that thrill? No,
hell no.
Okay, that's not what I was wondering about like that. Like I'm like Johnny's just like I got a soft 17. We're gonna hit.
I mean, he's plus 500. It's not too crazy.
No, that's not too crazy. I don't think he beats Islam.
I just don't think there's a lot of other than Islam. I'm being real. Other than Islam, there's really no other person I like other than Michael Morales.
Yeah, I mean, my second choice wouldn't be Morales, but he's probably third.
Well, who was your second? Jack?
No, you're gonna hate me for saying this, Ian Gary.
I love Ian Gary.
I think Morales beats Ian Gary though.
I don't think he does. I think Ian Gary beats anybody except for Islam.
I think Ian Gary is good at what he does. I just think Morales has that like it factor we were kind of talking about in the other stream. So there is a chance that like he might be losing in the fight, but then he can come back and win. Like Gary needs to like point fight his way all the way to win.
I think he point fights his way.
I mean, there's a very good chance, but Michael Morales always has that he can do it any round.
Yeah. So. There you go. Well, let's talk about what we all thought last year. And let's start with what I thought last year. I thought it was going to be Bilal.
I think I said Shavkat.
And I was wrong about Bilal because he got beat up pretty bad by JDM. However, at least the guy I picked fought because everybody else picked Shavkat and the dude didn't even fight. So he didn't even get into the cage.
I know.
He didn't even try. So that was unfortunate. But
I think he tried, but he got hurt again.
Yeah, that's true. He got scheduled and then didn't fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't think he's going to fight again this year. I know everybody's like, oh, Shavkat's right. He's like the boogeyman. Like, dude's never going to fight. I think he's just retired at this point. You don't know.
I mean, I'll believe it when I see it. One of those things. That's why I didn't pick him because I'm like,
He's going to be the next, like, it's like John Jones where everybody's like, oh, he's coming back. And then he comes back, but it's like 4 years later or something crazy. You know what I mean? So anyway, there's that. Johnny's going to kick off middleweight for us because we're on middleweight now. And this one's going to be interesting because of
This
how
one
everything went
sucks.
last year.
I hate this one.
This one's hard. Well, it's pretty easy to pick, I think. But
I mean, if you want to be square, yes. But
you got a square hole, you put
why?
the square peg in it.
Let me look at the odds real quick.
Okay.
Maybe that'll tell me who I want to pick. Middleweight. Where are you, middleweight? Sorry, I didn't. Why are they not in like the right order? That's a dumb.
It would be nice, wouldn't it?
They don't even have middleweight up.
Oh,
Why does
probably because they
DraftKings does
know
not
what
have
it's gonna
middleweight?
be.
Fair enough. Okay, that just answers a lot of questions. Personally, I think it's only between two people.
Okay, who do you got?
I'm going to talk it out.
Okay.
And then I'll make my decision while I talk it out. I think it's between Chimaev and I think it's against Imavov. As much as like normally I am not a big Imavov fan, but I am a realist. I see the improvement and he is improving in every fight. And I was on Kaio last year. I know that for a fact. And he beat Kaio. I'm going to go Imavov. I think he's got a good shot. I think he's got the defensive wrestling to stop Chimaev. I like him better on the feet against Chimaev, or at least it might be closer on the feet. And yeah, give me Imavov. I think he's got a shot. I just think Chimaev only fights like once. That's the problem. That's how he normally rocks. So it's not going to be against Duplessis because he just beat him, and Imavov's next. So I think that's where I'm headed in that direction. At least I think Imavov is going to have the shot at some point.
He's supposed to be next, so assuming they end up booking it.
So I'll go with that. And I do think Chimaev probably wins, but if there is a chance, I mean Strickland. I don't think Strickland wins. I don't think Anthony Hernandez wins, and I'm not going down any farther than that.
Okay. Well, Mrs. 138, what do you got?
I have Chimaev. I mean, unless he like gets sick or injured again, I think he might.
Which is a good possibility.
Yeah, I think he might be a little bit more active now that he's kind of gotten better because he was super active at the beginning, and then he just got sick and injured.
Yeah,
and so. Hopefully, we get 2 fights. I just don't see anyone beating him though.
Yeah, I'll jump right on that one. I agree. I don't see anybody beating Khamzat. I think Chimaev is the champion. Also, you mentioned Imavov. I don't think Imavov stands a chance against Khamzat. Honestly, I don't think Imavov could get past Fluffy. I think Fluffy's a nightmare matchup for Imavov. I think the second.
I don't think Fluffy's going to get there. Not this year.
I don't think he's going to get there this year because I don't think
he's not really active like enough for me. For this year,
Khamzat's going to fight once. He's going to beat Imavov. He's going to beat him very clear. It's not even going to be close. And then Fluffy's going to be like, "I'm next," right? And it's just not going to happen.
Yeah, in 2028,
probably 2027. But yeah,
no, 2028.
What's up, dude?
What up, Sean?
Shout out to Sean. That dude's the man. He's always just putting in work. Always getting all the prospect stuff together. Dude's putting in work. Shout out Sean. Okay, so let's talk about last year.
Oof.
Because I'm really happy about this because
I'm not.
I finally got another one right because I actually picked Khamzat Chimaev last year, and
that's crazy.
I got it by golly. So you know what that means? I've now got 2 correct for 2020 for end of 2025. That puts me in the tied spot for the lead with Mrs. KPicks. And when we look at everybody else's, Johnny, we already know you picked Caio Bahio. Didn't work out. I've got it.
Yep.
Both of the ladies. This says something about the women in our lives, Johnny. Both of the women in our lives picked Sean Strickland to be the champion at the end of the year. I think that says something. I think that says a lot, actually.
That's hilarious.
Of Tyler and Sean Strickland.
That's hilarious that she picked Sean Strickland. I didn't even know.
I almost picked Chimaev. I literally have Chimaev crossed out. And I put Sean Strickland because I was like, oh, he's going to be injured. He's not actually going to fight. I mean, I was still going to be wrong, I guess, even if he was injured. But
to be fair, Strickland does have a really good style to beat somebody like Khamzat. I just don't think it'll matter. I think Khamzat's too good. But stylistically, his like the way he fights is hard to beat for a guy like Chimaev. That said, I don't think it matters. I think Chimaev beats anybody. So, but yeah.
If I had to pick for Mrs. K picks, she'd probably pick Drickus.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, because
I
you know
think
she
so.
wasn't going to pick Hamzat.
No,
No.
not a chance.
But I don't think
Or
Drickus
or
gets a
Mama.
title shot.
I think she's doing better against Shemaya if they fight again.
Actually, she might pick Strickland again. I mean, I was shocked that she picked Strickland. Actually, I'm gonna.
Yeah,
You know
you
what?
were. I watched it
She's gonna
today.
pick
You were
Strickland.
shocked.
She's gonna pick Strickland again. Let's put it that way. Did I
Okay.
say welterweight for her? I don't think I did.
No, you didn't. Who would she have had for welterweight, you think?
It ain't Islam. Tell you that.
No, I knew that.
I'm gonna need her to like verify these picks afterwards.
I'll verify with her.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
if
you
anything
verify
changes,
that
I'll let
shit.
you know. I think you know what. Oh man, this is a tough one for welterweight. I don't know who she picked. I'll say Jack Della, but I don't think she would pick Shavkat again, just because I know she knows that he didn't fight.
He's
I
probably
don't
not
think
gonna
she
fight.
likes anybody else.
Okay.
I'll say Jack, but I'll verify.
Sweet. Okay. So we can move on. Let's see. Let's see. That means I'm up next for light heavyweight.
This is another one I hate.
Okay, this one's interesting. Here's the problem with light heavyweight. The current champion probably isn't in the division at the end of the year.
Probably,
Because
yeah.
dude won't stop talking about heavyweight.
He's going up.
And a year is a long time, especially if you fight as often as Pereira does. So I have to find somebody else that I think could be the champion of Pereira.
I'm mad at myself because I think I maybe I'm trying to remember who I picked.
Oh, you'll find out in a minute. Don't worry.
Did I do the stupid thing that I did?
I'm not going to tell you what you did.
I think
until
I
we get there.
did.
Don't you worry, Johnny.
But I was just a year early.
So what I'm going to do this year, and anybody who knows me knows that I'm a big Yuri Prochazka hater because I hate the fake samurai gimmick. I still think he's going to win the title because what happens is Pereira moves up. And outside of Pereira, if you get a 5-round fight against Yuri, it doesn't matter how many rounds you beat the guy. He's going to end up winning somehow. I had Glover Teixeira against Yuri, and I was counting my money. And then he somehow pulled it off at the end. Teixeira was beating him, and he just pulls it off out of nowhere. I had Khalil Roundtree against Yuri.
I did.
Yuri's up 2 rounds. I mean, Khalil's up 2 rounds clean over Yuri. Clean. It's not even close. Yuri just puts him out. So as much as I hate to say it, Yuri Prochazka is probably going to be the damn champion at the end of the year. So I'm going to take him because I think Pereira is going to be done with the division. He's either retired or moving up. So I'm going to take Yuri, and I hate it. What about you, Mrs. 138?
I am also picking Yuri. I will say his fake samurai thing has kind of grown on me. I still think it's cheesy. He's been
so corny.
You just have to see him as like a drama kid, you know?
Okay.
I want to pick Khalil Roundtree, but
yeah,
you know, we can't really do that at this point now. So we're gonna have to go with Yuri. I would prefer it to be Roundtree. I like him and his cats, but oh well.
Okay, we
Go
got
with the samurai.
We got 2 for the samurai. What do you got, Johnny?
I am not a big Ankalaev fan, and I think there is a potential chance for him to win it back again, but I am also on the Yuri train. I'm actually picking Yuri because I do
surprising. We are all on the same page.
We are on the same page because I do think Alex is going to move up this year at some point, and then it's going to be Yuri versus Magomed, and then that's going to be the fight. And I'm just not really the biggest fan. I think Yuri, I mean, like you said, Yuri might be losing 3 rounds, and then all of a sudden he just knocks him out or something crazy happens and whatever. But
or subs Glover. I mean, geez.
yeah, like you know what I mean. Like it's just he's got the Caleb Williams factor, if you want to say. I know you don't know what Caleb Williams is. Bears quarterback. He just like in the fourth quarter, he just scores touchdowns all day and then he wins the game. Like like at the end of the game, like you know what I mean. Like this guy has like that it factor. Like when the pressure is high or whatever, he's gonna come in and just not give a fuck, and he's just gonna win. So I like Yuri. I wouldn't have picked him if I knew Alex would stay up, but I just really don't think he's going to.
Yeah, he's not beating Alex.
He might fight. The problem, okay, I will say this. Alex might fight one more time. So who is he going to fight? Yuri again?
The winner of Olberg and who's Olberg scheduled to fight? Who is he scheduled to fight?
Is it Yuri?
Oh, no, he can't fight that then because he's not going to fight Yuri again. It might be. You're right.
Let me look. Hold on.
Because didn't they schedule that? Didn't they schedule Carlos Olberg versus or somebody?
I'm gonna look real quick and we'll figure this out. It's not official, but
Oh,
it's
okay.
rumored to be
Oh,
in
rumored.
April 3/27.
Okay.
So, but
Who else?
I think the reason why they're doing that though, just in case, is because if Alex does move up before he fights, that's going to be the new title fight,
Otherwise, they just
which
put
makes
Olberg
sense.
Otherwise, they have Olberg fight Pereira.
But then there's Magomed, because if that fight happens in April, Magomed's going to fight later in the year against one of those two.
So if Olberg ends up fighting Pereira instead, what they'll do is they'll put Yuri versus Ankalaev.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll make total sense. The problem is it's kind of hinging on what Pereira's going to do. And I mean, Pereira it wasn't close when he fought Ankalaev the last time, so I don't think they want to book that fight anytime soon, but
I'm going with Yuri. I don't like it now because I'm seeing a path where it's going to screw me. Or us, I should say, all of us.
All of us, because we all picked him. Which is funny that we all agreed on this, because we all agreed on it last year too. Which is crazy.
If Pereira stays and fights, I think that's what's going to screw us.
Yeah, if he stays at light heavyweight.
It's not really going to screw us. It's going to make it harder. It's going to make it harder for you.
Yuri's not beating Pereira.
No.
Yeah. That's
no
the
chance.
problem.
There's no way. Pereira's already starched him twice. He's just got his number, man.
Is he the only one who's knocked out Yuri?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the only one that's been able to knock out Yuri.
Is it twice?
And like
too?
other people have hit that man with everything.
Right. Like
Pereira just hits different, man.
The fact that Roundtree never got him out was insane.
Insane. Yeah. So yeah,
I'll go Yuri, but I think it's gonna be an upward hill to climb for us.
What do you think your wife takes?
She would probably pick Pereira but if he stayed, because she likes Pereira, so I'll let her pick Pereira. Okay.
So we all get a de facto point for this one because all of us picked Pereira last year.
That's awesome. I'm shocked. I actually remember saying this though, is Pereira might move up to heavyweight.
You did say that.
And might win that. Maybe that was my heavyweight pick. That could be. I did Pereira twice. That could have been. Maybe that's what it was.
We'll see. When we get to heavyweight, you'll see.
I don't think I actually picked Pereira for the heavyweight. I said that could be a sneaky play, though. I was just a year too early.
Pereira for light heavyweight. So that
we all got a point.
That puts the scores. Let's see. That puts me at 3. Mrs. KPicks at 3.
Johnny are both at 2, I think, right?
Yeah.
You guys are both at 2. Yep. Yeah. Yep. So it's hotly contested going into the final weight class for who's going to win. Okay.
I think I picked this right, if I remember correctly.
Heavyweight? Well, we'll see. What do you got this year? Who's going to be the champion at the end of 2026? Now, that's a tricky one.
Now it changes everything from last year because of the freaking injuries.
Yeah. We got a current champion who's blind right now, so who knows?
Am I first?
Yep, you're first, brother.
So I really feel like it's between.
It's wide open.
I think it's 3 guys. There's 3 guys.
I feel like there's more than 3.
No.
I think heavyweight is wide freaking open.
If Tom Aspinall didn't have his eye injuries, I would pick him in a heartbeat. 100%.
For sure. And if wishes were fishes, the world would be an ocean.
So now, what do I want to go dark horse, or do I want to go kind of chalk?
That's a good question.
Let me look at the odds.
Okay.
Real quick, if I can find it. I do believe I've seen it before.
I seen it. I seen it with my own 2 eyeballs.
Wait. Nope, that's light heavyweight. Okay, here we go. I know who I'm not picking.
Okay, me too.
In the top 3.
Oh, okay.
It's just between 2 people now. It's whether I want to be clever or risky. And it's God dang You know what? Here it is. I figured it out. Give me Volkov.
What? Let's go, dude.
Give me
Let's
Volkov.
go.
Here's my reasoning.
Dude, I
I
love it.
don't think Tom Aspinall fights this year. And if he does, it's going to be late. There's going to be an interim championship between Gon and Volkov. We all know how the first fight should have went down and should have
Volkov
won.
won that fight.
Volkov won that fight.
It was
I
clear
think
as
he
day.
does it again. And if he wins the interim championship, if Tom can't fight, he gets it by the end of the year, and nobody will beat him that's under Volkov. So give me Volkov. There it is.
There you go.
Love
I
it.
actually love that pick because Volkov's my favorite heavyweight, so that's awesome.
No, I like Volkov a lot.
Dude's awesome, and he's hilarious.
But I was debating between Aspinall and Volkov. I'll be honest.
That's awesome. I thought you were debating between Gon and Aspinall, and then
Gon ain't gonna win. No way. No, he can't beat Volkov and he can't beat Aspinall. There's no way he's gonna win.
There you go. What about Mrs. 138?
I have very similar logic to Johnny, actually. I also have Volkov.
That's crazy.
I won't pick Gon just out of principle because he's a dirty cheat and he's French. So 2 strikes against him.
My wife feels the same exact way. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, same. I would pick Aspinall, but like I don't know, his eye thing seems like
That's what
it's-
worries me. If there wasn't that injury, I would totally pick Aspinall.
And like your eye, I mean, I just think
He's
his
got both.
balance. is
You
gonna be
need
all off
those
now.
things.
You need your eye. I mean, I know like Bisping could fight with one eye, but I don't know. I feel like he's gonna have like a balance problem with his eye.
Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit longer than I think a lot of people know.
Yeah.
When he also
I
had
just
surgery
feel like
on
it.
both eyes.
Right.
That's the problem too. It's both. It's not just one. It's both. There could be complications. It could take longer in one eye and not the other. Like
He could come
There's-
out of this looking like Verna Jandaroba.
yeah, 100%.
Terrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who do you got, Tyler?
Okay. As much as I want to jump on board with the Volkov train, because I would be thrilled if Volkov was champion. I am a big Volkov fan. I think Tommy Boy's going to keep his title.
I mean,
think
we're on the
I
same
could-
page.
I think it's
We're just
Tommy
picking
Boy.
different people.
And I don't mean Chris Farley. I mean Tom Aspinall. I think that was a dated reference for sure. I think Aspinall, if he does,
We're not
come back
that
and
old.
fight Gon, I think he starts his Gon in the first if they fight again, because I don't think he's gonna, like before he was like, I'm gonna take him to decision, this, that, and the other. I don't think he's gonna screw around with that. I think he's putting him out early if they fight again. I think he's gonna say, hey, look, I can't fight this guy because he's a dirty cheat. I need to just knock him out right away.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take Aspinall to be the champ at the end of the year. And funny enough, we all got this one right because we all picked Aspinall last year.
Nice.
So that puts myself and Mrs. KPicks at 4, Use 2s at 3.
Dang.
What a competitive run.
That's pretty good. We all did good.
What do you who do you think she would pick for heavyweight this year?
Honestly, it would be between Aspinall and Volkov. I know she likes Volkov.
Who doesn't? The guy's too likable.
She does not like Gon at all.
You better get him.
Is it because he's French?
100%.
Yeah. Gon's not
she-
very likable.
I think she can get down with Pavlovich, but I think she would pick Volkov over Pavlovich just because Volkov beat Pavlovich. So, I would say maybe it's one of those two. I'd say
Pavlovich
I'll
has
give her
way too far to
Aspinall,
go. He ain't getting a
but
title shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we can say she would take either one, whatever one you think.
If she picked Aspinall last year, then she'd probably pick him again.
Okay. There you go. She's got Aspinall for now until otherwise proven.
Yep.
You know, I think we're all ignoring that Derek Lewis.
There's a chance.
Yo, real talk though.
There's
me
a
out.
puncher's chance.
If Derek Lewis beats Waldo this weekend, like I think he will,
Could.
and then if Volkov ends up getting into the title fight with Gon because Volkov and Gon, got to fight it out, and Volkov
they
beats him.
have to because that was a debated
Right. and
result.
Volkov clearly
It's a
won.
great fight to make.
Well, and then you got Derek Lewis, who's coming off of a big win over Waldo, and he's like, yo, dude, I've already knocked out your champion back in, 2018 or something like that? Because he knocked out Volkov on the
fifth round or
McGregor
whatever.
Habib card. So it's like all of a sudden you got a case for Derek Lewis to be champion at the end of the year.
Pavlovich versus Lewis would be awesome, though.
I don't think it would. I think that would be a really disappointing fight.
You think so?
Yeah, I think that would be a fight that we think is going to be good. And it's going to be terrible. I think it's going to be a lot like the Derek Lewis Francis Ngannou fight. That is what I think happened with Pavlovich and Derek Lewis.
I'm almost talking myself into switching to Lewis, but I think I'll stick with
Volkov's the smarter choice, but yeah. I don't think
Lewis is at least 2 fights away from a championship fight.
I don't think Lewis wants the title fight. I think he's just like, don't even.
I think he'll take it, but like, just so much has to happen, right?
Well, he keeps saying he doesn't even want these 5-rounders. He's like, quit putting me in main events.
Well, that's the thing. Like, if he's knocking people out in the first few rounds, then he doesn't care. But like, if they're dragging him out, then he's like, I don't want to fight this. I just want to win in round 1 or 2. Yeah, dude, that was wild.
Which Jalton's fighting on that Apex card all of a sudden.
Yeah, against what's his name?
Kuniev.
He's not even ranked. Kuniev. What a weird fight that is, isn't it?
Super weird. Because
he's just like, I need to fight and I want to be active against some bum.
Well, yeah, Rizvan was fighting somebody else, and his opponent
nobody great. I'm not saying Jalton's great, but way better than the other guy.
Yeah, and then Jalton steps in, and it's like, okay, here we go. So,
well, yeah, Jalton's number 6. Like, Kuniev is not even. He's not sniffing the top 20, probably.
Isn't Kuniev like 0-1 in the UFC?
I know he's lost once at least. I think he might be 1-1.
He fought Blades in his debut and lost.
Was it debut?
I think so. You can look it up. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, he was supposed to fight Ryan Spann.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, he was gonna beat Spann. Spann's terrible.
And that was his debut. That's wild.
He's 0-1 in the UFC.
That's a wild debut. Sheesh. Yeah. Throw him right into the fire.
And what's crazy is everybody was taking, like, not everybody. A lot of people were on the Kuniev side over Curtis Blades, which was wild.
Not me.
Not me either. You like Blades, though, because he's a Chicago guy, right?
I do like Blades. I just question his motor, if you want to say.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Blades is one of those guys that got all the skill in the world, but sometimes doesn't fight with that skill.
Yeah, and then like you're like, okay, dude, all you gotta do is this, and he does the exact opposite. You're like, why did I even pick and bet you? Why? Like, and I was kind of talking to you about this. I was like, I'm done with that this year. Like the fighters that have like the one path to victory that they can win, do not pick them. Like if a fighter has 2 or 3 paths, those are the fighters you do. Like, don't pick the one path guy just because he's like the underdog or something. You're trying to be cute about it. Don't. Like, it has to be like a convincing yes in order for it to do it. So
yeah, we only want to pick the people that have multiple paths to victory. At least if we're putting money on them. So
correct. Now picks are different. Bets, not so much. Right. See, I was doing the betting part wrong, and I was like, because I wanted that extra juice. I'm like, yeah, we could do this. Come on. And it never worked out. Like maybe like 2 out of 10 times, like average. Like, fuck that. I'm not doing that anymore.
Unless you're hitting plus 1,000s, that ain't worth it.
True.
But guys, we did it. We covered the entire 2026 championship prediction. You guys didn't think it was going to happen. I know this. You guys were all like, dude, where's the prediction show? What happened? What's going on? Hey, we're here. And before the first card of the year, we got you what you wanted, darn it. So you better be happy about it.
Now, what's our prediction on if you think you'll do better or worse than last year?
So yes, let's go.
That's a good one. So you got 4, and then we got 3.
You 2 got 3. Mm-hmm. Your wife got 4. Who do we think? Okay, prediction-wise, who do we think does better or worse than last year?
I'm going to
do better.
Okay.
I'll say better.
I also have a really, really, like, in my daily life even, have this really, like, inflated over, like, a complete above average complex where I feel like I'm way better than average at way too many things to statistically make sense.
I think I'm going to do better. I feel pretty good about some of mine.
I feel really good about mine, actually. I mean, there's a couple I took shots on, and they probably won't win, but Why not?
So you think you're gonna do better than 3?
Yeah, I can do better than 3.
All right.
Do
Who needs
that.
4 or more? I need 5 or more.
I
I
think
think
you're gonna do the same.
I do you make it 4?
Yeah.
That's
4
that's
is a
fine.
lot, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, how many is there again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, there's 11.
I got 4 out of 11. That
4
ain't
out of
good.
11 is pretty good.
I guess that's not too bad considering. Like percentage wise, you're like, well, you like if that was like a test in school and you got 4 out of 11
Terrible,
correct,
yeah, but
you failed big
yeah.
time.
3 of them we got screwed over by just like
True.
way
There was a
off.
lot of us that we like out of a lot of our picks we should have probably hit, but somebody moved up or like
Yeah,
2
if
of
we
them.
weren't
2
allowed
of
to
them
do
moved
it,
up actually this last year, which never happens.
Yeah,
And
we
they
had so
vacated
many
the
vacant
house.
titles.
Mhm.
So many vacant titles.
We should have we should have had 6 and 5, which
I mean,
is
depending. Let's see, because
respectable.
like I probably would have got Islam.
So
I-
Whaley moved up.
I would have got
All of us
Whaley.
got Whaley, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Well, you
No, I
had
picked
Verna.
Verna. My bad. I picked
You would
Verna.
have had that one wrong, but
Yeah.
Shit.
yeah.
So all of us picked Ilya, right?
No, I picked Lopez. I would have got that wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
But in the video, I picked Lopez because I said Ilya's moving up.
Mm.
I
Like,
thought
I
Lopez
specifically
was a
said
great
that.
fighter.
Yeah, she specifically said Lopez would beat
Yeah.
Ilya.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, they never fought. We don't know.
I mean, like, if I wouldn't have changed to Strickland at the last minute, I would have had that one too.
And
But,
then you
know,
guys who picked Islam too would have got points
Yeah, we
because
both
he
picked
moved
Islam.
up too. So it's
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's at least everybody would have got at least 1 extra point than what they got.
Yeah,
At least
definitely.
1. Some people would have got 2.
Yeah.
If Macy Barber wouldn't have been so dumb with her fake boobs, not that one.
Yeah. Yeah. But that
So-
is what it is.
Okay, wait. Who would have got 2 points? Would you have got 2 extra points or Mrs. KPicks?
I would have got Whaley and Islam right, so that'd be 2.
Okay. So you would have got
Mrs.
6.
K-Picks would have got Ilya and Whaley right, so that'd be
So
2.
she would have got. So you guys would have got 6.
Yeah, we would have tied still, yeah.
I would have got
6
6 too, because I would have got.
Oh, you would have got
Whaley,
6
Victoria,
too?
And Makachev.
No, you had Lopez, not Toria.
That's right. I did. Never
Yeah,
mind.
so
I
she
would have
had
got
Oh, you
2.
would have got
I would've
5.
had
I
2.
probably would have got like 4, maybe 5. I don't know. Doesn't matter. I know I wouldn't have got 6. That's why I didn't say my name.
Yep. Yeah, so me
But
and
still,
your
6
wife,
6
yeah.
out of 11 though is actually really good. It should have been 6 out of 11.
Well, and then we all had that Pantoja just freak.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all of us should have got a point on that because
Yeah.
Well, not necessarily.
he
'cause
would
we don't,
no, he would have beat Van.
we don't
I
know
don't care
that.
I know that. I know it.
We don't know that. Like
I
we
know
can't,
it.
as much as we want to say we would have been
I
right
will
there,
say
that one we can't actually say
Yeah.
because we never really got to see it play out.
I'm gonna say it.
The ones where they just vacated and moved up, like you get a little bit of the benefit of the doubt there. But like, yeah, with Pantoja, it was like, I mean, we didn't get to see the fight.
Pantoja would have won.
He might have. He
No,
I
he
picked
no,
him
he
to
would
win.
have.
But you don't know that.
I know that.
That's not how this works, Johnny.
No, it does.
You're one of those people in the comments where every pick on the card is a lock for you.
Listen, there's 2
Oh.
fighters. It doesn't matter who they're fighting. I'm picking them every time. Oliveira, Pantoja. Those are
I
my
would
2
think you're
favorite
Brazilian
fighters.
if I didn't know any better.
It's weird that they're both Brazilian, but you know what? Those are my 2 favorite fighters. I mean,
It's fair.
USA needs to
that's-
step it up a little bit at least. Get some
That's
cool
fair for
fighters.
Pantoja, but for Oliveira, the history has shown that might not be the best choice.
Yeah.
I like
Listen,
it. I wish he won every fight.
I was this close.
Johnny, if it makes you feel better, my favorite fighter is never going to fight for the championship. So,
Who is that?
Julian Erosa.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
He's got to fight Leon Douglas coming up soon. That's a horrible fight for him.
Who?
Leon Douglas, he was on the Contender Series this year.
Oh, okay.
He hit Cam Teague so hard he spun his head around, made him look like an owl.
That's
Yeah.
it's not a good one.
No. I mean,
Anybody
he
with
could win.
power
He
is not a
absolutely
good
could
one.
win. And I'll be backing my boy Juicy J, but at the same time, oh god.
Like I said, you got. I mean, you have to know. Like you have a couple fighters that you really like, and you
Yeah.
know what? It's ride or die.
I'm never gonna pick against Julian Erosa in a fight. I don't care who he's fighting.
That's what I said to everybody on my thing. I'm like, I'm never picking against Oliveira. I don't care.
Mhm.
I
That's how it
don't
works.
care. I might know who's gonna win in my heart or in my head, but it doesn't matter. I'm picking Oliveira no matter what. Same thing with Pantoja.
It could be 3-on-1. Julian Erosa versus John Jones, Francis Ngannou, and Tom Aspinall. I'm still taking Juicy J.
Exactly.
I'll always pick Drew Dober because like you got to stick with your Omaha guys.
Yeah, I'll pick Dober too.
And then what about
I like know him.
He's very nice.
Yeah.
what's the other guy? The bald guy.
The
Anthony.
Oh, Anthony Smith?
Well, he's
Yeah.
retired.
He's retired.
Yeah.
I know, but you always used to pick him too.
Yeah, I always pick Anthony. And Anthony's a nice guy. I know Drew more than I know Anthony. Like Drew is best friends with somebody that we're pretty good friends with.
Okay.
So I end up running in the same circle as Drew more often. Anthony, I just in passing have seen him and met him a couple times, and he's nice. Don't get me wrong, but Drew's like, I wouldn't call us like friends, but I would say we are acquaintances and on a first name basis. So
There you go. Look at you.
I can't not pick Drew as well. That's another like.
Fair.
Doesn't
Hey,
matter.
I picked him in his last fight, and I bet him, and I was happy.
And he won. By golly, beat Prepolek.
It was close. It was a little dicey, but he got it done.
Dude, it was way too dicey.
It was
Prepolek's tough,
yeah. I
man.
was gonna say like it was way too dicey than it should have been.
To be fair, he had a lot going on going into that fight.
Yeah, wasn't he hurt or something?
No, he lost a child.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Ooh,
So kind of sucked.
yeah.
So hopefully that's
Well, that
Not gonna
ends the
be a
stream
problem,
really
is it?
bad.
yeah. Well, that'll mess up your chances to fight, I think.
Well,
So,
crap.
but he won. So, but anyway, I'm gonna let you get out of here. We've been streaming in cumulative for like three and a half
hours.
So, let's let these good folks watching have a nice night and all that good stuff. Johnny,
Yes.
tell people where to find you, and then we'll
Yeah,
get
you can find me at John Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter, and you can find me on Patreon as well at Johnny KPicks as well. Every week, that's what I do. I do more Patreon stuff than anything now, but I do live shows every Wednesday nights on YouTube, so you'll find me there.
Johnny and I just did it a few minutes before this stream started over on Johnny's channel. So check it out. All right, folks, we will catch you all down there. Any parting words, Mrs. 138?
I don't know. You can follow me on Twitter.
There you go.
I have one follower.
Follow me on Twitter.
She has
Mrs.
one follower on
138
Twitter.
MMA.
Yeah, what is your name on there?
I think it's Ken Strauss.
Oh,
or
okay.
I think I changed my like name on there to Overcat because it's like underdog, but Overcat.
Oh yeah, there you go. It's Overcat on Twitter.
He won't follow me on Twitter, so someone else follow
You don't
me.
ever tweet anything.
I don't really tweet anything.
It's not even Twitter anymore. You don't post anything. Whatever.
I always say
Anyway.
Twitter. It's Twitter until dad.
It's Twitter till the end of the days.
Yeah.
But all right, folks, with that, I will catch you all down the road. Party hard and don't leave the light on. It wastes electricity.
There you go.